Hello everyone. Hi. So nice to see you all. Hi Vishishta, Shiv, Aditya, Jay, Rupesh, Vignesh, Ananya. Hello everyone. I am so sorry for the delay. Actually, there was a glitch from my end. So what I tried was I went to all the places in Decentraland and tried exploring it for you so that I could take you to the beautiful places there. But I had all the tabs open and loaded, and just before I wanted to start my live, my computer crashed and all those tabs went away. So, not a problem. We can redo it again. I can take you personally to all those places that I saw myself and I reserved it for you. So we will go to all those places. Of course, Vishishta, this is going to be fun. And it was after so long that I visited Decentraland again today, and it was so good. I just felt like, I was like a lost kid in the metaverse, and it was so amazing. Okay, so before we begin, guys, what do you have any questions in mind? Because today we're talking about metaverse. We haven't spoken about metaverse yet in any of my talks. We have always been talking about NFTs, and I've always explained you how NFTs are a segue to metaverse. Because when we talk about metaverse, when we talk about virtual worlds, we really need to know that what are the things that we own and what are the things that we possess, and there should be a proof, there should be a sort of publicly verifiable proof that this particular thing is owned by us, and that is something that NFTs can do in the metaverse. So we need to realize that blockchain is a technology, and on blockchain we were able to incentivize all the miners using something called cryptocurrency. And on crypto, because we were able to smart code, we were able to write smart contracts, we were able to build softwares upon it, we were able to write coding upon it. So we made a computer code that was like a smart contract, and that made possibilities of NFTs to happen. And NFTs are sort of things that are like ownership. They are sort of ownership receipts on the blockchain, where anybody in the public can verify if you possess that particular NFT or not. And then we talk about metaverse is where the world, there are virtual realities, and at present there are a lot of virtual realities. There's not just one metaverse, but there are multiple metaverses that are being built at the same moment. So there are multiple metaverses, and so like Facebook has its own something called Horizon that it is developing. And in order to be part of Horizon, we need to have certain VR heavy equipments like Oculus. You must have seen people, they are wearing the VR headsets, they'll have two things in the hand. So that's something similar to how Oculus looks like. And Oculus sort of gives you a feel of metaverse in the Facebook world, which is the Horizon. And then there are several other, say for example, there is Crypto Voxels, there is Decentraland, there is Sandbox. So all of these worlds are they have their own qualities of themselves, they are built in certain ways. And there are certain companies that get attracted to the form that these metaverses are made, and then they try to put up their shows there. So there are a lot of metaverses. Right now, what we are going to discuss and what we're going to see today is called Decentraland, and that's one of the amazing metaverses we have around. I mean, of all the metaverses I know, I have been to Crypto Voxels, I have been to Somnium, I have been to several others, but by far I loved the Decentraland one, because I mean it felt really good. It felt like I was in a video game, and that was the feel that I got out of it. So yeah, Decentraland is my personal favorite. You guys are free to pick yours. And today we are going to explore Decentraland. Okay, before that, I think I have some questions. Do we need a powerful computer to play those metaverse games? So, Shiv, generally, metaverse is not just games, but metaverse can be anything and everything. Say, for example, we all know that we were in a pandemic, right? So, in the pandemic, the most problematic thing was to stay in connection and to feel that we are all connected in a way that we are meeting at a place, but still we are at our own homes, which meant, so for example, right now Shiv might be from Delhi, Vishishta might be from Bombay, Ananya might be from Kolkata, and I'm from Chennai. We four people, although we are from different places, we really don't have to meet at one place right now, like how we all are. But right now I can't see you guys, only you can see me. So it's a one way traffic right now that we have at Creator. Or say if I was doing this YouTube live or Instagram live, it could have been a one way thing. But on the metaverse, we can really, all of us can come together through our own ways of dressing. Say for example, if say for me for example, okay, so if there is a certain personality I have in my mind that I want to be, that I want to look like, but I might not look like that physically, okay, I can dress myself up like the way I want in the virtual world. If I want to look chubby, I can look chubby. If I want to look slim, I can look slim. It depends on me how I want to style myself up. So depending on whoever I want to be, whatever I want to project myself as, and whatever you guys want to project yourself as, you can become those avatars in the metaverse. And then we all can be, we all can hang out at a real food place. And how do we hang out at one mutual place, like at, for example, if I go to Google Maps, there right now in the real world there is latitude and longitude, right? So in the world where I am at present, if I go on the maps, I can understand that this particular latitude and this particular longitude is the exact point where I am sitting right now. The same way, there are latitudes and longitudes in the Decentraland as well, in the metaverses as well. So we sort of send each other coordinates, and we all can meet at that place, and we can do anything. So for example, it's not just playing games, but it could be, so I just saw, there is a movie theater in metaverse. Say for example, if all of us wanted to see a movie, so today I'm going to see Vikram, okay, I have a night show. So for example, I saw that movie and I tell you guys, you should see Vikram. It's an amazing movie. And we sort of have a subscription, say Netflix subscription or something. What I could do, we could actually book a coordinate in the metaverse where we all of my friends right here in Creator, we could all meet for a movie night where we actually are sitting in our own homes, but we could feel our avatars would be in a theater, and we could actually feel that, we are seeing a movie. So just like you would watch Netflix on your laptop, you would watch the same thing, but in an immersive way where you would feel that you are in a theater actually, and not just plain watching Netflix on your laptop. Okay, so that is how interesting it can become. And why just entertainment? Just even talk about something educational. Say for example, in the lockdown, if or not even lockdown, even if today I want to make if I'm a teacher and I want to take all my school students to Great Wall of China, I literally, I mean, if I was to supposedly really take them to China, it is going to, there's going to be a long process, right? Everyone has to have a passport. I need to see if, children can really go there or not. Probably because of the high cost, few children won't be able to go, which means that, a lot of people would miss out the educational trip that we would have on Great Wall of China. They would miss out the fun. But what if I was able to create an entire Great Wall of China the same way that it is in reality, and create it in the metaverse, and that was free for anyone in the world to just come and see and experience what it feels to be on Great Wall of China, what sort of visuals you get when you are in Great Wall of China. Or I mean, this is just leading me to a example. Say imagine that, a lot of us want to trek Mount Everest, but we don't have that sort of energy to trek Mount Everest. So imagine what if, I could create something similar in a simulated environment in metaverse where, we all could climb, we all could trek Mount Everest together and could feel what it feels to be on the top of the highest mountain in the world, and then see what sort of visuals there are. So that could be amazing for the people who are old people who literally want to but can't go to Mount Everest. So it is these sort of things. Or imagine if, we are all working in the same office and we are collaborating on a project, and I want to do a presentation, but in a way that you all felt like you are standing in front of me and I'm doing that presentation. And if we have an office space in metaverse, we can all meet there, and it could be a real time thing where you felt like you're sitting on the chair and there is a 3D sort of a projection happening in front of you, which is discussing everything that we have to discuss in the presentation. So these are the different things. I mean this is just the surface that I've talked about, but these are the several things that can happen in Decentraland. Okay, just one second. So until then, guys, you can keep the questions coming in. If there is any question that you want to ask, if there's anything that you want to say, you're all welcome. You can ask me the things, and here I am. I'm just setting up my live stream. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm just trying to check if I am live. Yes, I am live here. Okay, cool. That's cool. Done. Okay, so I'll just go with the questions that have come up here. So I think, Shiv, I was clear that, uh, uh, it is not just gaming, but it's so much more. And when you talk about powerful computer, yes, because, these are very graphic intensive. If you have good graphic card oriented computers or laptops, then it becomes easier, right? So for example, right now I just loaded up 20 Decentraland tabs on my MacBook Pro, and my MacBook just started feeling like that's too much of an overload, and that's why it glitched and it went away. So there's a certain capacity that it can go to. But yes, of course, if you are just on one tab and you're trying to explore, good graphic intensive equipments could give you a better experience. To answer your question, Nitin said, hi. Hi, Nitin. Thank you for coming. Ananya says, do we consider metaverse as games or it's a different segment? Exactly. I think, Ananya, what I've been explaining now is just the way of saying that metaverse is not game, but metaverse, you can just, if I have to simply say what metaverse feels like, say, for example, if you are on phone and on the phone you're seeing a game. Okay, just imagine instead of seeing that game, you just enter inside your phone and you are in that game. So imagine metaverse to be something like that, but it is not just related to games. You can do n number of things in metaverse because it enables people to meet in a way that you feel that you are inside that environment and not outside that environment. That is the point of metaverse. Okay. Okay, what next? So Tom asks, what's the difference between Sandbox and Decentraland? So right, like, so what would you say the difference between Facebook and Instagram? Both are different apps. Both have different users. Both have different ideologies that they were built for, and both have different audiences they were built for, right? And so right now we feel that the oldies go to Facebook and the newbies go to Instagram. So that's how we take it. Same way, Sandbox, Decentraland are made by different companies. There are different organizations that are involved. Sandbox has its own users, has its own base, has its own fan base, has its own set of utilities that it provides. Decentraland has its own way. So if I had to just open Decentraland and Sandbox, the visuals will be entirely different. Okay, so there are different set of people working in Decentraland who have made this different set of visuals that you can see and you can feel. And in Sandbox, it is not like that. In Sandbox, there is one thing which is very interesting, which is there was so I got this privilege of talking with the CEO of Sandbox, who's Mr. Sebastian, and he spoke to us at the time when the land were going on sales, and it would go for as low as zero point 0.2 ether or something, and those lands are some 3 4 10 ether worth today, and more than 10 as well. So that was the time when I got introduced to Sandbox. And the good thing I like about Sandbox is, say, for example, if nobody uh, um, usually Sandbox is more of for people who like gaming. Why in the sense is because, say, for example, I like gaming but I don't know coding to develop something related to that game. So in Sandbox there is a builder which helps you to build whatever you want to without even having the knowledge of coding or anything like that, which is a good version. And then they have their own NFT marketplaces, and that goes for both. Even Decentraland has their own marketplace. Even Sandbox has their own marketplace. So possibly, if I have a land on Sandbox, sorry guys, yeah. So if I have a land on Sandbox, and if I want to build a game, and if I want to call people around, so I can literally build a game using their own editor, and whatever things that I'm building in that game, those NFTs can go on the marketplace, and people can get interested in buying them, using them, selling them, or whatever. So that is the sort of thing that Sandbox does. So Sandbox also had Snoop Dogg, so they partnered with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg is an amazing artist, right? So when what they did, they sold out some 1,000 passes for the party as NFTs. So those tickets were sold out as NFTs, and people who had those tickets got a chance to come to Sandbox and hang around with Snoop Dogg. So there was a party, he was DJing, people were around, they had fun, they networked. So that is for the people who were interested in Snoop Dogg. Similarly, Decentraland has its own set of events. So both the sandboxes have their own versions. I mean, sorry, both the metaverses, both Decentraland and Sandbox, have their own versions, have their own way of handling things, and it is just about some in Decentraland probably you like one feature more better, in Sandbox you like something more better. So it's a right now we are in a very building stage sort of a metaverse things. So right now we don't have any one metaverse that sort of connects all the metaverses. So and we are building towards a future, and the future is metaverse, of course, but we are seeing how we are going to lead there, right? Okay, I hope, Tom, that answers your question. Ananta followed me. Thank you so much, Ananta. Means so much. Um, do give reviews about it in the next session. Reviews about what, Vishishta, if you can tell me. Will you be playing the actual Decentraland? Yes, that's what is the plan is. And Disha asks, is Metaverse not out yet? Metaverse is out. So generally, say for example, if I have to give an example, how would I say? Okay, so if I say sari, okay, sari is made of cloth. So cloth can be anything, right? The cloth is the fabric on which if I print bandhani, it becomes bandhani. If I use the silk ka fiber, it will become a silk sari. If I use cotton fiber, it will become a cotton sari. So the same way you can understand, like, the cloth is metaverse. So the idea, the concept of having a virtual world is called metaverse. And what alag alag organizations have built, different companies have built their own versions of metaverses. So Facebook has built Horizon, there's a project that has built Decentraland, one company has built the Sandbox. So that ways there are different versions. Okay, which one is the more popular one, which is where the entire world goes, is something that we are yet to see. But if you will see how Decentraland looks like, probably you would become a fan of Decentraland as well. Oh, the movie I'm gonna watch today for sure. I have heard that Vikram is a very nice movie, and I mean I've seen so many of my friends given such good reviews, so I'm really excited to watch, and definitely Vishishta, I'm gonna give the reviews when we meet next. Okay, so Disha, I hope I answered your question. Okay, so now let's go to Metaverse. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited to see what Decentraland would feel like? How is Horizon compared to Decentraland? I would say the problem in Horizon right now. So I'm talking about 1 year ago, somewhere around in October, when I was trying to figure out more about metaverses. That's when I tried to register for Horizon, and it was specifically available for the users in America. So right now we can't test it. Second, also that in order to test the Horizon of Facebook, I needed equipment, heavy things like Oculus. Only then I could, and Oculus is a heavy investment. Say for example, I need to spend 30 to 40,000 to get an Oculus, right? So that's not the sort of investment I want to do. Plus, I don't live in America, so yeah. So that's all that we know about Horizon. It's specifically available to few creators out there in America. Okay. Vishishta says you're the next Gary Vee. Thank you so much, Vishishta. Means a lot. Okay, cool. So, guys, you are excited, and I see a lot of people pinging around it. So, anytime if you feel you have a question, you can ping me here. If I feel I have to come back to the screen, I'll definitely come back. And for now, let me just log in first so that we guys can go to Decentraland. But remember that all these metaverses need you to connect your wallet. Okay, right? So, like I said, what is the difference between Web 2 and Web 3? Anywhere in Web 2 today, if I want to connect, say for example, I'm going to Spotify and I want to play songs, either Spotify will tell me to create my own account, or it will tell me to log in through Google, log in through Facebook, log in through Apple ID, right? The same way, Web 3, whatever is Web 3, right? Those websites will ask you to connect your wallet. And your wallet is where all your cryptos are, all your NFTs are. So that is one way of having your digital identity. So your wallet is sort of your identity, and that is going to hold all your cryptos and NFTs that you have. So Decentraland is also going to ask me to connect my wallet in there. And because it will ask me to connect my wallet, and what is the most famous wallet we talk about always whenever we talk about NFTs, I'm hoping to hear from all of you here that what is the wallet we keep talking about in all our classes. What is the wallet that we use more frequently? Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, I was asking you about what is that wallet that we always connect. Of course, it is MetaMask. So we are going to be using MetaMask, and in order to use MetaMask, you all know that we need a Google Chrome extension, right? So right now, what we are going to do is we are going to open Decentraland in Google Chrome so that I can connect my MetaMask there. Vrinda asks, how is Horizon? Horizon, I have seen the videos of Horizon and they look amazingly well. The great thing about Horizon is, I mean, I like we create avatars, right? Avatars in Facebook, which looks something similar to me. You must have been using it in stickers in Instagram, in Facebook. So those sort of avatars, and in Horizon, you will not see people with legs. So it will only be this much part of yours that will be visible, and you have a lot of things to do there. You literally can build a sort of your own world. So imagine right now I live in a 5 BHK, but I feel like I want to live in a palace. And if I want to live in a palace, I can literally build a palace around me. I can build the way I want my reality to be, and it's a sort of an escape thing, right, from your reality. That's the sort of funda we have in metaverses, and that's exactly something what similar that Horizon does. And Horizon is also going to enable a lot of like what I said, the business things. And in fact, it also promotes that that you can cook along friends of yours. Say for example, if all of you, Disha, Brinda, me, Goyal, all of us decided that wherever we are in the world, we want to cook one, say bake a cake together. So all of us, in the virtual world plus reality, could make a cake together by being in virtual reality, and feel like we're placed next other, next each other, something like that. So that's the beauty. um, what I understand in the Horizon, what I've seen in the videos, and I'm really excited about. But yeah, these are the things we need to wait and see. When this comes out to us rolling is when we have to understand how it feels like. I hope that answers your question, Brinda. Okay, so I am sharing my screen. Okay. Are you guys able to see? Yeah. Okay. Google Chrome. So decentraland.org is the place to go, and this is the page, the web page of Decentraland. And because I'm already connected here, it does not ask me. But if I had to, there'll be an option of saying connect your wallet. And when I say connect your wallet, is when actually that it will connect to my MetaMask. I just have to sign in, and just for entering or playing Decentraland, you literally don't need to have any crypto inside your wallet. So it's okay, even if you don't have any crypto in your wallet and you want to just explore Decentraland, you could do that. Okay, so if I say get started, I would reach a place where I can explore my avatar and stuff like that. But since I already did it, I don't know if it would show me that screen. Okay, so you see, it gives me two options. Either I can play as a guest, where it would ask me my name and email ID, but it will give me limited experience. But if I play using my wallet, all these wallets, Wallet Connect, MetaMask, so if I play using these wallets, I can get some more in-depth things there. Okay, so here I will just unlock. Okay, so I have done that. I can continue with my wallet and I can just press MetaMask. Okay, now it was just have all the features loaded because it is slightly graphic intensive. It takes a little time, so I hope that you guys bear with me until then. But until then, if you guys have any question, I'm here to answer any of those. Okay, Nitin Vishishta says yes, we can. Cool. So you see here loading scenes 80%, images, 3D model, sounds, everything's getting loaded here. And until then, I can just take you to the website and I can show you what are the things to discover here. Because I already made my avatar, my avatar is already visible. But if I had not done that, I could literally choose how I wanted to look, what sort of skin I wanted, what sort of face, what sort of hairstyle, what accessories do I want, what earrings, what tiara, and everything that can be decided. And there's no money for dressing up or decorating your avatar. There are three things available with which you can do that. Of course, later when you become more and more intensive and interested in the game is when you can do it. So when you come to this particular portion in the Decentraland, you see there are so many events happening. The interesting events which caught my eye. One was that Creta is launching one of their cars in Metaverse, which meant that if I am a Creta fan and if I wanted to see how Creta would look like, it is literally launching the entire car on Metaverse, and it is free for the entire world to come and join them, and they would give away some free NFTs as well in the raffles. And this is another interesting thing, which is there is a cinema theater in Decentraland where they sort of broadcast the movies, and so they have a time. So on June 7th, from 3:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. for us, these guys are going to star a movie which is it's cheap. Okay, so they have several movies lined up, and so this could be a movie night. And what I need in order to be there for the movie, I need one mana. So, okay, before I say you what mana is, so mana is basically the coin, the token related to Decentraland. So, like I told you, oh, you could not hear me properly. Sorry for that. I think this is the problem because I am on a very graphic intensive app, and probably again along with the stream, it might be a problem. Are you guys able to hear me now? Is this clear? I hope you guys are able to hear me. Okay, so what I was trying to tell you is that if you go on Decentraland and you go on the place of events, is where you will find out that there are so many amazing things lined up in the Decentraland. You can't hear me even now. Now? Oh, probably. Okay, there is this noise. Okay. I think now it should be okay because there was voices from Decentraland coming up. So what happened? We reached the Genesis block in Decentraland, and there in Decentraland right now it is night. So they had those night voices. There was cricket voices and everything coming in the background. So that was the problem. I hope now you guys can hear me. And okay, now that you guys are replying, I'm understanding that you guys are able to hear me now. So I've muted the website, so you don't hear any voice from there. So what happened in Decentraland, when we go to events, we see that there are a lot of events lined up, and one interesting event was Creta launching their new car in the metaverse. So anybody who's a Creta fan and wanted to see, what this new car has to offer, we literally could go to their website, and I mean not the website. We could go into the metaverse, we could attend that event, and could earn few free NFT as raffle as well, for the because we showed up in the metaverse to see how the car is like. So I mean that makes that very much exciting, so Creta being a brand could launch its car for everyone in the world at the same time, and anyone from any corner, even if they are in a third world country or in a developed nation, could come at the same time and watch Creta launching its car, and I think that's an amazing thing. Another one thing that I showed you during the events was one of the movie nights. So there is a movie theater which is in the Decentraland where these guys plan and air movies someday or the other. So they have this schedule, and I just showed you there is going to be one movie that's going to be aired at 3:30 a.m. our time. And if you wanted to attend, all you needed was one mana. Now what is mana? Mana is the token that is related to Decentraland. So every metaverse has their own system, right? They have their own set of NFTs, they have their own set of tokens. So similarly, so if you talk about Sandbox, their token is called Sand. Okay, SAND, Sand. And then if you talk about Decentraland, their token is called Mana, MANA. So that is sort of their governance token and sort of their in-game currency as well. So anything I want to do in Decentraland, say for example, I need to buy that trendy dress that is there in Decentraland, and in order to buy that, because that dress is going to come as an NFT, right? So in order to buy that NFT, on the Decentraland marketplaces, what I'll have available is I'll have to trade in mana. Either I can do it through Ether or I can do it through mana. So it depends on what they have allowed. So in Decentraland or any metaverses, you can find land for sale. You can find custom wear, whatever you can wear, like an accessory or as your skin, that could be for sale as an NFT. Then there could be several other things around that you see, in case you wanted to build something on your land, that could come as an NFT. So there are several things that could qualify as an NFT that would go in the marketplace. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So shall we go back and let me share my screen again. So I hope you guys understood mana, what mana is. And as you could see, if I had to attend that movie, I need to pay one mana, and right now one mana is about $1, which means in 80 rupees I could get to see and feel a movie in a movie theater in the metaverse. So what that would do, in that one mana I would get an NFT that was sort of a popcorn snack. Okay, and that would entitle me, that would be like my movie ticket, and I could enter in, and that NFT would always remain in my wallet, where I could always show that this movie I saw it in the metaverse. I was one of the OG people to watch a movie in the metaverse. I think that's exciting in itself, right? So are you guys excited? How does it feel? Any questions? Anything that you feel like asking? Or let me go and share my screen and let's jump to Decentraland. And in Decentraland, right now we are at the place called Genesis Plaza. So Genesis Plaza is the zero bar, zero latitude, longitude place in Decentraland where anyone who starts Decentraland visits, and that place will have everything listed. What is happening in Decentraland? Are there any games happening? Are there any events happening? Are there any places where the entire crowd is going? So if you want to sort to understand, if you had a particular favorite position or a favorite place where you want to go, you could decide from there, or we could just jump in Decentraland and explore. Okay, let's go. Vishishta says you should stand for elections in Decentraland. Nice joke, Vishishta. Thank you so much. Okay, uh, right. Cool. So this is my stream, and like you could see, there is another person besides me who's called Vidvid, B8. DAD0, whatever. And this is the Genesis Plaza. This is the classic. So these are the events that are happening right now in the Decentraland. These are the crowd events happening. And there are people around. So, say for example, if I had to move around, I could use the up down key. And if I just wanted to have a look around, I will just press once and I'll move my cursor in a way that I can see what are the things around. So if you can see clearly, I see there's another person around me and he's also trying to understand, probably figure out what metaverse is all about. So if at all I had to talk to this person, as soon as my cursor reached this person, there's an option called view profile. So as soon as I click him, it shows his avatar, his name, whatever nickname he has kept. And if I want to add him as a friend, I can do that. And if I add him as a friend, he'll permanently be there in my list and I can talk to him, or whenever I'm around in Decentraland, I can ping him. Or I could check his passport, his collectibles, or if I want to block him, if he's someone who's irritating me, I could as well block him. Okay, and there are certain things that I can do with my own emoji. Like, say, for example, if I felt like dancing, I could literally press on dance and my avatar would just start dancing, just a cool step of just showing that, yeah, I'm enjoying myself in Decentraland. And if at all, all of you creator friends come up here, we all can become friends. And if at all someone is around me and wants to talk to me, probably, and he has sent me a friend request, I could see it here in the request. So this is how it happens. And if I want to know more about Decentraland on Discord, I just press this icon and I can join the discussion. If I want to go on Twitter, this is where it can go. Okay, so right now in Decentraland, we see it's a night, and if it is also possible for me to just switch it into morning. And now what I'm gonna do is gonna be the most amazing thing. But before that, let me also show you this. Okay, so these are few games that are there right now in the Decentraland. And then if I have to go here, you see that these are the events that are happening. There is a free NFT giveaway. If you can see here, it is live right now. It's a TAR NFT giveaway. There's another season event happening for parkour, and there is SMVSH Friends Parkour, and the film rare is, which is the theater, is also having few movies that are getting screened right now. And then these are the games that are happening right now. There is a casino in Decentraland where you could literally go and play poker, play things that you play in casino with people, that you could do. So these are all the places, these are the things that are happening. And what you see here as a rabbit hole is the way to enter Decentraland. And yes, you see, this is how we are going to go in, and we have jumped right there. And this really amazes me every time I see this person, this Doge Baba. Okay, if you want to have a look of what I'm doing, you can just see me in 3D, and you can look around, you can see around what's happening. You'll see few NFTs here. They are just placed. You see, that is one of a CryptoPunk right there. You see, that's a CryptoPunk. Okay, you see here people are having some conversations. There are so these people will recommend you art if I just press E. So they'll tell me, hey, so where you kind of so you want to find out where you can find good art to admire. Yes, of course, I need to. So there's Voltaire district at 5597. So this is the latitude, longitude where I should be going. And a lot of big players in the crypto art space have a spot there. Oh, then I should definitely go and visit what the big players in NFTs are doing. So I would just click E, and it would teleport me right away to that place. So no flight, no train, no roadways, no transportation required. I can just jump in at a click of a button, and I could be right at that particular longitude or latitude where they want me to be. Until then, let me just see, how can I participate in giveaways if I don't want to invest initially. So Vanshika, like we saw that you can visit Decentraland, but the first thing you need to do is have your own MetaMask. And once you have your own MetaMask, you can just log on to Decentraland and go for these like you saw, there was a NFT free NFT giveaway happening. So if you just went there, and if there was a particular time, if you went and attended that event at that particular time, and whatever they had to give away for a free NFT, if you qualified for that, you would get a free NFT there. uh, so that's how you can participate in those giveaways, if that was your question exactly. Okay, so here you see, guys, I am here in that art gallery, and looks like, you see such beautiful buildings here. You see, that's such a beautiful, nice place. And this looks like another place. Okay, so let's explore. Okay, so there is a screen, there's this big LED screen here, and they have visuals of Bitcoin falling from above. But okay, let me see if this is the event. Okay, so this thing is called Pixel Chain Art Gallery, and looks interesting. Let's see the building. How is the building? This is somewhat like how Sandbox looks. It has this 3D sort of places which are very pixelated, and that's the sort of look that Sandbox also has. But right now we are going here, and I don't know if there's a lift or something. Okay, we are in the lift. Okay, and there are 4 doors. What do we see here? Is there anything over here? Oh, looks like they haven't just made anything yet. This is the first floor, and this is the top floor. Okay, and okay, so you see, I'm on the rooftop right now, and if I was to jump from a rooftop, of course, that is fatal. I would die if I would do it in a Web 2 world, in the real world. But I can do that with my avatar. It does not really matter. Wherever I want to jump, I can literally jump. And okay, so here I am. Okay, it doesn't look like that place had anything to offer, but I think this place does have. Oh, so this is MP. I don't know what exactly here it meant with MP, but here you see there is exclusive artworks from Life magazine. And if I could go here, oh, so you can see this is super rare. Super rare is one of the NFT marketplaces, and this is how super rare looks like. So this is their floor 0, and we could just go up. Okay, okay, go up again. This is their floor 1. Okay, so you see that these guys have built some amazing, sort of museums. If I was to visit something like this in the real life, it would have been very, very interesting, right? So these are the places that, okay, here you see there is this of known origin. So if I was to enter known origin, and we always have some place where we can click pictures, right? So if I was standing here, I could literally be here and click my picture on known origin background. And okay, here you see those prized NFTs. So these are NFTs, and what you see here, okay, so these are actual NFTs that are listed, so you could feel like you're standing in an art gallery basically. So instead of just going to the website and seeing what those NFTs are, how those NFTs look like, you can literally feel how it looks like by going in one of their uh, places like these. And you see here there's something called a pope, and this pope, I think, when I come here across as an event, this would be enabled. And what a pope means, a pope is like a proof of attendance. So a proof of attendance that, if in case there was an event happening here in known origin, and if I attended that event, this pope, which is sort of an NFT, comes to my wallet, which comes as a proof of attendance that I came to this event and I attended. You see, there's this beautiful stage here that they have made, where there can be people performing, there can be DJs, and all the people, when there'll be an event around, they can come here. These are the NFTs. So right now you see, this is a original print of Fort Peck Dam on known origin. So if I just click that and if I say that I want to continue, it would take me to the website of known origin where this particular NFT is available. And what is the price of this NFT? It's 1 ether. So if this was something that interested me, there's a description for this, and what is the utility, how many editions are there, 8 are available. So okay, these are all the things, and if I'm interested, probably I can connect my wallet and just buy it, right? So this is how immersive it feels to be in an NFT gallery than just plain going to a website. So if I was to just have this website, okay, I'll be like, okay, fine, this is how it looks like, and I would just go around and I can see all the NFTs that are there. But imagine, like, being it in a gallery form makes it more immersive, real, practical, and makes me feel more amazing, right? So that is something that we can do here while we are in Decentraland. You can see there'll be lights. That's how it is made. There's so much of greenery, so many things around. There can be video games where we can just go and uh, okay, so before this, I actually as well tried and got into. Okay, I don't think this one works. Okay, so these are the sort of things here. You can see that. Okay, so for example, I felt like हो गया अब मुझे कहीं और जाना है. So I could as well teleport myself to a different place. But before that, as well, let's see what's here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. You see, so I have entered a office sort of space, which was so amazing from the outside. It has these NFTs as display. It was as well as like I came to a place where I could uh, do whatever I felt like doing. So, these things, these homes, these buildings become a place for people to come, interact with your particular thing that you have. Say, for example, if I owned this house and I wanted to put all the NFTs that I am selling as an artist, if I wanted to sell all these NFTs, I could literally, place these NFTs on the wall. I could go at places, and whatever I felt like putting, I could put it there. So this is another marketplace which is called Maker's Place, and if I click this, it would take me to Maker's Place and I could buy this NFT. But if I was an artist and if this was my place, I could put all my NFTs around and it would be free for people to just check. Same way, this is another NFT gallery where you would see QR codes. You can just scan those QR codes through your phone, and you'll be taken to their website where you can help them. If you wanted to interact with their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, they have kept everything there. So these are the different ways how people do something on Decentraland. They build these amazing buildings, like you see this man here. I don't know what this is. Can I interact with this person? Oh, it looks like it is just a walking person. Okay. There's nothing that I can interact, but that's something beautiful, right? I mean, it amazes me. Every time I am in Decentraland, I end up doing something amazing. Okay, so this is Josephine Bolini, and what does it have inside? So it looks like this is one of the art probably she must have created, and this is the place that she has built out of it. So you imagine there is so much scope for visual architecture. So if any of you or anyone who's an architect, if those guys become architects in the virtual space, there's so much of scope. There's these many beautiful buildings that get to be created, and these buildings are not created by cement, brick, mortar and pestle, but these buildings are created by virtual people, by virtual coding and everything like that. So these are the amazing places. You see something as cool like this. Okay. And as I travel, I can see more and more places. So this place is for crypto times. So this looks like an office of probably a newsletter which is related to crypto and which talks about something. So if I want to more understand, okay, it looks like this is in Japanese, and they have something written there. They have it written in different languages. If I wanted to enter their office, I could as well enter. This is their YouTube channel, Twitter, everything. If I wanted to make a donation, these are the NFTs that these guys have. So if I wanted to just check what this NFT is, I could see that this was last sold for zero point 0.2 ether. Right now it's not for sale. It's a bicycle girl. So why did this person put it? This person just put it to display what are the sort of NFTs that he has, and he made an entire gallery out of it, and I can just go on OpenSea and view it. Okay, so this is what the things that these people are doing. No questions until now. Cool. I hope you guys are having fun. So here you see that we were here right now. We went into Maker's Place. We went into Art Dye. We saw Pixel Chain. We saw Super Rare. We saw Known Origin. So this is where we were, and this is how the entire Decentraland marketplace looks like. These are the famous places. So there is this conference center in Decentraland. Say for example, I don't think that was a conference center. Okay, so this is the conference center in Decentraland. If I just have to probably be a part of a conference or something like that, probably conferences would be conducted here when they are happening in Decentraland. Any questions, guys? Anything that you feel like, okay, this is something that I could do, or this is something that you want to explore more in Decentraland, or you want to know where that happens? I can as well go to point of interest and take you to some places which I went. So these are the places where there is a forest plaza where there'll be a lot of greenery and stuff. There's a Soho Plaza, which looks interesting, of course. There is this art dye where you'll have all the art put up there. This is a trade center in the metaverse, which looks like where like the World Trade Center. Atari is one of the famous brands, and it has its own casino right there. There's a Nyan Cat club, so all the people who own Nyan Cats are a part of this club. I think Atari Casino would be really something that would be interesting and fascinating. So we would go there, and like I said, this is that place for Film Rare, which is where you can watch movies. So if I could just jump in here, it would take me to those places. Okay, Asian Plaza. I think this has something related to Asia and all the places in Asia. Oh, so there's also a place. There's a place for real estate, for DCL, for Decentraland. There's a real estate office. Chibi Labs is an NFT project. They have their own space here in Decentraland. Face fashion, so places for fashion. So if you want to jump directly to these places and not wait for anywhere else, you can literally go there. So this is Art Deco Theater. I think that will be worthy enough as well. Okay, because I've opened so many tabs again, probably it's going to take me time. Until then, I think we can do questions. So are there any questions? And okay, so I said we have to go to a place for conference, right? Okay, how beautiful is this conference location? Yeah, too worthy. So if something like this green comes up, which means there's a building that is getting loaded, and right now I don't see that building, but in a while we'll be there. And yeah, here you see Decentraland Conference Center. Oh, so there is a receptionist to welcome me here. She can tell me everything that's around, and here you can see that cafe. Also, here we can see all the directions. It gives me directions. I can just go there and it will tell me where to go if I have to. So there's this website of the conference center. So possibly if I was a brand and I want to do my conference in Metaverse, I could as well, come to the website and book something for myself. Yeah, as well if I want to go up. Yeah, so I am on the rooftop right now. Wow. So there's a gallery. This was the conference entrance, and there's an entire building on the side, and there's another building for NFT art. Okay, so you see, this is advertisement. So there is a play to earn game that is coming up. They have their entire QR code and they have their things mentioned here, and it just keeps rotating. So you just imagine that this is going to be such an amazing place for advertising. If you have a business, or if you're doing something Web3 related and you want the world to know about it, you can literally there are advertising agencies in Metaverse. They have certain places that they have reserved already. You can tell them that this is the sort of content I want to put out, and they can put out in their own advertising spaces. So because we know that there'll be a lot of people who keep coming to these, because let's face it, teenagers and people who love gaming or environments like these love to come in these places, right? So what is the benefit of advertising? It is possibly a way to say that I can enter any of these places. I can walk to these places and I can understand. It could be a great way for me to get my new audience, get new people from this world to come and see what I am doing. So me being in India can actually sell my things all over the world, because I know there are people who come to these places and they want to check around. So you see, this looks like it's a sort of a movie theater, and there are 4 sessions of these movies that are happening here. If I just check, it will take me to the website and tell me, what is the time in my own zone that it is. Right now, it is showing me UTC based times, and these are the movies that are getting played. Okay, you see here, I can go to the theater, but what does it say in order to go? Okay, okay. So here we are in a theater. Looks like it. The screening starts in under 2 minutes. The next screening. Thanks for joining us for another award-winning presentation. You're welcome to hang out and chat with other movie fans here or in the lobby. The next screening starts in 2 minutes. So if I have to until then, just sit here, I could probably just wait, and I could feel like, there'll be an entire movie that will just get played in front of me. How amazing does that sound? Okay, so Disha says, let's go to Soho Plaza. Okay, let's do that, Disha. We'll do it now. Vishishta says, can we do art? What does that mean, Vishishta? What exactly do you mean to say when you say, can we do art? And Goyal says, can you punch and stuff? uh, what exactly do you mean? Goyal, you mean punch as in like punch? Because I think in the emotes there are things like that to do. Okay, if he wants me to search, probably, let me see. So there's a head explode, there's a shrug, hands all. If I wanted to wave all you guys, I could wave literally. If I wanted to fist pump, dance, or raise hand, clap, money. Okay, if I want to throw money, if all you guys did amazing dance in front of me, and if I wanted to do that, I could throw money on you guys. Wanted to kiss, do an head explode. Okay, my head becomes that big. Amazing. So these are the things I can do. It looks like the movie has begun. Because I have muted it right now, we cannot hear anything. But yeah, so this could be a way where I could experience a movie in Decentraland. And these are, oh, so they have just given an image of a popcorn place in the movies where you can go for snacks, where you literally don't get snacks, but it might feel like a theater, right? Anyways. So if I wanted to, okay, so they have also given places for me to give a survey. So if I want to, I can just click this. There'll be a 30-second survey, and I can tell them how it felt like. And if I wanted to do some donation, they have kept this place where I can give a little tip to the Star Cinema Theatre for them to build such a beautiful cinema. And you see here, I can just walk outside the doors, and voila, I'm out. Oh, this thing looks very beautiful. Wow. See? Wow. Isn't this beautiful? So, for doing this in the real world, I might require a drone or a gimbal so that I can have such smooth, stable shots of myself. But here, at the click of a cursor, I'm able to do all that. Okay, so wait, because Disha told me to take to Soho House, let's take, let's go to Soho House. Soho, Soho Plaza. Okay, and what is about Soho Plaza? Plaza dedicated to art and pop culture icons, full of fun things to explore. And it is loading. Until then, I told you, I'll take you to casino. So yeah, here we are. We are here at the Atari Casino, and see how grand they have built up this casino without using any of the resources in the real world. So there are lights, there is music system, but since there are no people right here, it might feel a little alone. But okay, if I wanted to play in this casino and I wanted their token, so their token is available on Uniswap. It is available on Decentral Games. I could go there and literally buy their token. Oh, so you see there are big limousines out here and such amazing roads with beautiful mountains, and this is how the entire building is built. You see Atari? So this is Atari, where there is an entire casino built, and I think the way to go inside the casino should be somewhere here. Okay, bro, tell me where. How do I go up? Okay, we are out, and I'm sure there must be many more places around which we can see. Okay, this was how the casino looked. Now, let's go to. Let me switch off the casino. And this is the place of the movie theater. Okay, so this looks like an Indian shadi mandap to me for a wedding, and this is that theater Film Rare. And a good thing in Film Rare is what I found, there are some Indian creators playing some Indian movies, and those were available for us to see. So in case I wanted to see a movie, I could just click on movies and I go here, and you see, buy any snack to get access. Like I told you, these snacks are available for 1 mana. So if I just click on this, I can go near and show you. So this is a film rare popcorn, and it's a uncommon rarity NFT. And if I buy this for 1 mana, is about 80 rupees. I get this NFT where I am entitled to watch any of the movie. And if I wanted to put my ad right here, because this is where people will come to buy the popcorn. If I want to put my ad here, I can go to zesty.market and I can go and put my ad right here. And these are the movies that they are screening as of now. If I wanted to go to root.ax, this is one place where I saw few Hindi movies, like see Durga Punga. This sounds a little Hindi, and then Unicorn Dragon. Uh, and then there was one Hindi movie here. The thing is not here. Krishna 0110. If I wanted to interact with any of these, I could do that as well. But let me jump out of here. I wanted to show you something very interesting. So this right here, what you're seeing there, this is actually a place for tram. So which means there is a local transport here, which takes you around. Oh, are you able to see that tram? This is the tram in Decentraland. Oh, see such amazing buildings right around us. All beautifully architecture done here. So if I wanted to just, not go anywhere and sit around here and enjoy myself in the tram, I could as well enter this, sit here. So it is taking me around. Oh, there's this big ad getting played here. The big logo. Oh, there is something, looks like Chinatown around. This is another place. All brands, houses next to each other. This is with Decentraland, another gallery of theirs. This is another website if I want to place my ad, 100 mana per month. All these websites. And these are the sort of platforms where this would stand again and I could rest myself. How does it look like, guys? Is it exciting enough for you guys? Are you wanting to go and try and see, how this entire thing is like? So, like here, the buildings are appearing. Okay, so this is one of our stations. We reach our station and these buildings are loading. Until then, let me just come back to you guys. It was some art world or something. This is so cool. It's really good, है ना, Shiv? I enjoy myself as much like you guys are. Okay, so you see here they have built such amazing things. This looks like I am in some sort of a forest, but it is all virtual and does not require any effort for me to come here. That's the most interesting part of it. Okay, looks like I've got stuck again, and that's not what we want to do because Disha wanted me to go to Soho House and I want to take her there. Okay, until then. So, what do you think, guys? Can we buy some land or something really small? Shiv, yes, you can buy a land here, but unfortunately, the land costs is very, very, very much costly here because they have really been into this space for a long time and they have really established themselves. So, Decentraland is like one of the most established metaverses, in my opinion. When I see Decentraland, it really feels like there's so many cool buildings, there's so many people coming in here, and you just saw, right, there were some cool architectures around, which means that they are really well established. So and the play the size of the land, based on how many lands you're taking and where you're taking, like how exactly our real estate works. So if you are buying land in the main area, the land price is going to be higher. If you're buying it in a area which is far away, which is isolated, then the land price is going to be lesser. If you're buying it next to these amazing plots of known origin, super rare, the big people, then the land is going to be much more costly. So it exactly works like how it works in real estate. So yeah, you can, and in case you wanted to buy, I can tell you how to do that. भाई करने दो. Okay, अगर ये नहीं होता तो let me just show you this itself. So decentraland.org. When you go on that, I am just sharing my screen. Yeah, so here you have the marketplace, right? So this is where you go in marketplace and it will show you the wearables, the accessories, the places, everything. It will be showed here. Okay, so this sort of worked, I guess. So I'll just take this off. Here you see, this is the new items which people have created. Some shirts, some chappals, some LED masks, and they have created on Polygon, which means it's going to be cheap if you buy. And then there are latest sales. There are Decentraland shoes available. There are jackets. There are TVs. There are sneakers. There are full, you know, dresses. And yeah, these are the parcel and estates. So if you had to buy a parcel, so you see all these places, it will sort of, so the parcels which look like blue are the parcels that are already taken up, which means that, you know, in a bigger picture you can see that a lot of land is yet to go, and a lot of, wait, yeah, so this is the Genesis Plaza. This is where we went inside the rabbit hole and we got teleported to all these places. So like this, they have made three Genesis Plazas. There are three, and around these gray things look like roads, and they have built different sort of places here. If I had to see by location, it would show me. If I had to see on sale, so I think probably if I click this one, the blue parcel. So okay, so this is the blue parcel. The longitudes are 17 and -1, and it's available for 1,20,000 mana, which means it's about $1,20,000. So yeah, I mean, that's up to us to decide if you want to really buy this or not. If you want to bid, you can do that. If you want to buy it outright, you can do that. There's a road adjacent, and there is the Genesis Plaza is just 6 parcels away. That's the only reason why this is so much. I mean, so costly. So these blue are the places that are left to be occupied, and those are the things that are on sale right now. So I think if we try to go away from this, probably we can see something. Okay, so there's something called it's free real estate. There is this parcel, and if I just go on that, okay, so this man owns this parcel. The owner is this person. The road is just 2 parcels away, and he is not in the mood of selling it. But if I want, I can probably place a bid, and if he's okay with that, he would sell me out or he won't. So these blue are the ones are the people who are ready to sell out right now. Okay, I mean who are accepting offers, and the black are the people who are not ready to sell out. This is between West and Central Plaza, and you see the price. It's 3,80,000 mana. Wow. This is in the Oasis, and that's 5 lakh mana. So yeah, that's how it is. And if you want to, you know, there's an email ID given where you can literally talk to that person and see if you can negotiate with him. And these many land of parcels he has. So he just does not have one, but he has these many land parcels. So whatever interests you is something that you can check out. So this is the way to buy things in, especially in land. These are the collectibles: head, upper body, lower body. If there are any specific emotes that I want to buy, there's specific names that I want to buy. Like Google Business is available for 5,000 mana, just like $5,000. And then if there's a so I can connect my wallet here and I can get stuff. If I want to build something, this is the builder where I should be going, but I think it's not going to show as of now, so it's okay. Okay, so I hope I answered Shiv's question. Disha says, can you take us to some famous place in this? Of course, Disha, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. But I think I opened too many tabs together. So, you know, there is one place which I'm not able to find right now, but that place was, so there was, it had entire air balloon. So just imagine you could sit in the air balloon and it would take you to that entire place around in the metaverse, and that was an amazing place. The only thing is that, you know, I went to that place a long time ago and I don't remember where that place is, but I would definitely find it out and let you know. And Tominoya is another great casino in Decentraland, which has some amazing places. Let me take you to Soho because you told you want to go there. Why? I guess it took too much of my space, and that's why it's not allowing me to. I'm figuring out. I'm trying to get in, but until then, is there any other question that you guys have? Anything that you felt amazing about this? Any feedbacks that you want to give about Decentraland? How did it feel? Give me your first-hand review. How did it feel going into Decentraland? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to go on your own and explore Decentraland? Like I told, you can meet people around. If you feel like you want to talk to them, you can just click on their profile, send them requests, start chatting with them. Or probably, if you both are comfortable, you can have audio talks. You have an option of even audio talking with them, if you don't want, I mean, if you are okay with other people hearing you around. So those are some options available. And there are always some events happening in Decentraland, and that's how it looks like. So let me know, guys, how did it feel? What was your feedback? I mean, how did you like Decentraland? Until then, let me figure out if I can connect back. Yeah, hope you guys liked it. Okay, I think I played too much of tabs together, and that's why it is not allowing me right now. But I think I gave you a fair idea of how Decentraland looks like. And let me know if there's anything else you want me to do in Decentraland or in any other metaverse. We can take that up in an upcoming session. Yes, Vishishta, of course we can do this again next week. And if you have something in particular that you want me to visit in Decentraland, I could do that. If there's anything fun that we want to plan, or say for example, we can plan that I can give you the coordinates, and through while I am at Crater and talking to you all, let all of us meet at Decentraland and explore one particular longitude, latitude together, and let's just go. Let's do that. How does that sound? And we can do it again as well. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have some fun suggestions in mind, do drop me across. Or probably you can do, we can fix one day a week, that this day we all meet, we come together and we go to Metaverse, and we explore. We can as well do that. So yeah, these are all my ideas. I'm looking forward for you guys to tell your ideas and see how it feels like. Okay, Disha, next time, promise, next class when we do on Metaverse, I'll take you to some famous place, and until then I'll figure out where that place exactly is, so I can send you the coordinates as well. And Disha says loved it, amazing, thank you. Goyal says session was so fun, thank you. Ranger says excited, I am excited as well. Vishishta, can we do this again next week? Of course we will. Can we design these by ourselves, such as 3D animation? Yes, of course you can. Like you saw, there was this place in Decentraland which says about build, right? So that build is that exact place where you can build any of these things that you want to. And of course, all these metaverses have their own scripts and their own languages that they follow. That you can go on that particular metaverse and see, if that is something that suits your profile and you want to build something there, you can as well go and do that. So there's this build in Decentraland, and there's a build option. There's a editor. There's a build editor in Sandbox as well. So probably we can discover all these through our next classes as well. And yes, if you are someone who's interested in building on Decentraland or on any of the metaverses, you can literally explore the languages, the computing languages that these use, and if at all it is required to know a computing language or not, because I know in Sandbox it is not required. Without coding you could build things in Sandbox. In Decentraland probably there might be coding, so you can check if that is something that aligns your interest, and probably you can go in with that. Yes, and that's why, when we see metaverses like these build and develop, is when we realize that there's going to be so much of demand for visual virtual architectures. People who can build in the metaverses using CAD and stuff like that. Where cement and bricks are going to be so old age that people would prefer being on metaverses, because there could be a point in time where metaverses are going to be more beautiful than the reality. and they could just be a way of ourselves for us to escape our reality and be in a world where we design our own reality, and we can be the way we want to be. Of course, with this comes a lot of security, safety issues as well. But yes, I mean, as time progresses, we hope that we build a better place for all of us to be, and that place could be Metaverse, a place where we could call ourselves like we are in a second home. So yeah, that's what it is all about, and it was amazing. Loved the feedback that you guys gave, and I am so pumped up for my next session. Don't forget that this week I am going to make sure that all of you get a free NFT in your wallet. Are you excited to mint your first ever NFT, and that too for free? Because that's what the next session, that's what the theme of this particular week. And what we're going to do is, I have broken down this particular part in 3 sessions. First session, I'm going to take all of you across building your own wallet. And when I say building your own wallet, I'm going to be sitting here, I'm going to be giving you instructions. You guys at least have your laptop or another phone with which you can listen to me, which with you can see me, and then have your own phone where you're going to download the wallet, and you are going to start. You're going to have your wallet ready. So the first session is going to be about wallets. The second session is going to be about how I transfer Ether in my wallet. So we will have your account built up in an exchange. All this I'm going to do it with you, so that there's no scope of doing anything wrong. And in case anything wrong happens, I'm here to troubleshoot it, I'm here to fix it for you, so that you guys will have no problem doing it. So the second day, we are going to build our accounts on exchanges, and we are going to buy some ETH, and we're going to transfer. Even something as low as 500 or 1000 rupees is also okay, depending on whatever or how much ever you want to put in. And the third day, the final day, is where we are going to mint that NFT for free. And there are going to be a set of gamification where you will end up with one NFT, but through gamification you're going to succeed on more and more levels. And if you're an artist or if you're a collector, you will have an amazing time having or holding this NFT, because that's how amazing this community is. It's been 3 days for me already since I've joined it, and I feel amazing to be a part of this NFT already. And I am hoping to give you the same experiences the next time. Okay, so don't forget to follow me here on Creator, or get in touch with me on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever. I always go by the name of Yashika on all my handles, on all my social media channels. So follow me anywhere to get in touch with me. Follow me on Creator, so that we get you your first NFT this week. I am so excited about this experience, and if and I hope and I request all of you here to bring your friends as well, because this same experience, people charge thousands and thousands of rupees to give you this experience of minting an NFT. I am going to do it for free because I love you all at Creator. So yeah, so I request you all to bring your friends as well, and I'm going to be here troubleshooting everything that's there, so that you guys have the bestest experiences possible without any mistake done. Okay, Ranger asks me what the timing of the session. It'll usually be evening, say 5 to 7, around that time. But the exact times, if you want to know, you can better follow me on Creator, because as soon as I go live, you will get a reminder for that. So you can consider following me here, Ranger, and that would help you. So you would see a follow button probably somewhere. If you just click that, whenever I go for a live stream, you can get the update on your email and on your WhatsApp probably, where you will be updated about the session. So easy, I just said that this week I am going to take 3 sessions where I'm going to help you build, where I'm going to help you get your first NFT for free, so that you get an experience of what it feels to have an NFT in your wallet. So that first NFT for free is going to be an amazing session, which I'm going to do in 3 parts. First, where we will it is, and it's going to be an all interactive session. It's going to be practical session where you guys will do those steps along with me. You guys will install your own wallets, you guys will install your own exchanges, you will create your accounts in exchanges, and third thing, will create your own NFT. I mean, will mint your own NFT for free. So these are the things that we're about to do, and if you're excited about it, do call up your friends, do call your people who might be interested in doing this, and do consider to follow so that you can be updated. Okay, Ananta says this was amazing and so excited for further sessions. I am too, Ananta. Thank you so much. Ranger, I already told you the timing, and Easy, I hope I gave you a review of what you can look for or what you can expect in the coming week. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It was so amazing to, again see you and have such fun time in Decentraland in the metaverse. If you enjoyed, let's meet again tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Wednesday. Wednesday is the first session where we will practically explore and make sure that I help all of you create your own MetaMask wallets. Okay, guys? So, see you across. Make sure that when you come to my stream on Wednesday, you have another laptop or another phone through which you see the stream, and there'll be your phone where you will download. So, make sure you have space on your mobile to download MetaMask, or do it on computer. That'll be the best. If you have a laptop, do it on laptop. That is going to be the most amazing thing that you can do to yourself. So do that, or and make sure you have your laptop or your computer or whatever, or another phone at least with you so that you can see it. Okay, thank you so much, Vishishta, for loving the session as usual. I loved having you as usual. Disha, see you. Ranger, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. See you guys across. Bye bye. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you, Easy. Thank you, Goyal. Bye bye.